Or shot fire, officer down, shot fire, officer down. Got a city officer down, shot fire.
223, be advised, we have a visual on enemy paratroopers in grid Papa uniforms.
Welcome to the Resilient Warrior Nation, a podcast dedicated to inspiring hope and healing for first responders, military veterans, and anyone facing PTSD and trauma. I just wanted to do a quick introductory video to kind of explain the reasons why I started the channel and what I hope to accomplish by doing so. First off, I'm a 30-year police officer veteran who was medically retired in 2022. Shortly thereafter, I began experiencing, episodes of anger, rage, depression. I'm pretty self-aware, but I did not or could not pinpoint exactly why they were occurring. And then the trajectory of my entire life changed in the spring of 2023. I sat down and watched an episode of the Shawn Ryan Show. Thank God. And that particular day, Shawn was interviewing a man named Eddie Penney. Eddie's a former Navy SEAL, Team 6 member, and he was recounting the story of the Extortion 17 incident in which a Chinook was shot down in Afghanistan, killing all aboard, which included 38 personnel and 17 SEALs, one of which was Jason Workman, Eddie's best friend. And during the retelling of the story, Eddie was visibly upset, rightly so, and something triggered something in me, something in his storytelling. Subconsciously, I guess, even looking back at it now, I can't pinpoint it, but I think it was the fact that he was just a hardened warrior. And as he cried, it showed me, and I was incapable of showing emotion at that time, or feeling it, frankly, that it was okay to cry, and I just lost it. A thought popped in my head about a call I had had 5 years prior regarding a 2-year-old found floating in a pool, beautiful Dana, who ended up changing the trajectory of my life also. And I just started crying like a baby. And to this day, I'm shocked that my first reaction was to look inside and make sure that my wife had not come home from food shopping, because I was so embarrassed to be crying, frankly. You know, I was raised in a very stern household by a father who espoused the theory that showing emotion was a sign of weakness. And then I entered this warrior profession where it's almost double down. You do not show emotion. You stay hyper-focused on the mission. And the things that I saw over a 30-year career were devastating. Not so much to me personally, but it was being in the midst of other people's intimately devastating moments, ones that would change their lives forever. And once I thought about Dana, other calls started popping up, and I realized instantaneously, man, the feelings that I had since retirement were PTSD. And I realized that I needed to heal. I was not carrying this through the rest of my life. And further, in watching Shawn's show prior, I had seen special forces operators who had been using psychedelics, plant-based medicines to heal their PTSD, trauma issues, TBIs, substance abuse issues, and realized that it was something I had to try. And realized that ayahuasca was kind of calling me. And I went on a healing journey with ayahuasca, and it literally changed my life in a weekend. Too much to go into right now, but it was the most cathartic, profound experience I've ever had in my life. And had I not watched Eddie, I never would have found that road that led me to healing. That road further led me to realize that my life's pursuit from that point forward was to help other veterans and first responders, men and women, heal their trauma and PTSD issues, which is why I created this podcast. So in bringing on my guests, all I hope to do is inspire and give hope to others. Same thing that was done for me. I want my guests to change your lives, and I guarantee they will, because I am bringing on ordinary people who have done extraordinary things with their lives. I just got done recording a podcast yesterday with a former Navy SEAL named Zach Ferguson, and during the course of which we both got emotional. And, you know, I hope that others can see that that's a sign of strength, not weakness. You know, to be frank, neither of us care what anyone thinks about us getting emotional. You know, potentially millions of people could see this, and we really don't care. Showing signs of being vulnerable, showing emotion rather, is actually a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness. And as you see the shirt I'm wearing, Unafraid, this is a shirt for Eddie Penney's company. And I will wear this on every episode. Yes, I have plenty of other clothes, but I will wear this on every episode until Eddie Penney is a guest on my podcast, because I want to personally thank him for changing the trajectory of my life. He's got no idea. And I would love to interview him as well, because by him getting on my podcast, he will change additional people's lives. So I hope in watching my podcast, you men and women realize that you're not alone. I promise you, there are thousands of us like you. You know, I've healed. It's not a linear thing. It's constant ebb and flow. But I put a lot behind me, and I find joy in life now. And I'm proud of the man I was, or am now, excuse me. Not so much of the man I was in certain respects. And I hope that you guys find the same catharticism in these episodes that I found in Shawn's. And I look forward to interviewing my guests and hopefully changing the lives of many people out there, because I promise you guys again, there is hope. You can heal. You're not alone. You raise your hand. That is one thing you have to do to get help. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming in your house and throwing you over their shoulder to save you. All right? But if you raise your hand, I promise there is help, and your life will change, and you will heal. You'll become stronger, more resilient. You will be able to enter into healthy relationships. You will not look to others for your happiness. And for those who are suffering with depression, I promise you that there is help. We're going to be speaking a lot about plant-based healing, plant-based medicines, because that is the revolution that is coming. I've spoken to numerous guys. I mean, numerous. I've been at numerous retreats with first responders and vets who've literally changed their lives in one weekend. So I promise you guys, whether it's traditional therapy, whether it's plant-based medicine healing, there is help out there. There are plenty of modalities for healing. You just have to raise your hand and ask for it. So without further ado, I thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you watch, enjoy, and take away some profound, deep thoughts from these guests that are going to expose themselves and become their most vulnerable and talk about their most deeply, intimately lows of lows in their lives and how they've healed. Just remember, you guys have survived everything that's been thrown at you in life so far. You are here today. And as Sylvester Stallone so aptly says in Rocky Balboa, I love this speech, there is nothing that's going to hit you harder than life. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care how good looking you are. There is nothing that's going to put you down like life. But as Zach and I discussed yesterday, there is one difference between a quitter and a victor, and that's that the victor got up one more time. And you guys too will do the same thing. That's all you have to do, is never stop moving forward. You lose when you quit. Never quit. If you ever need anything, all my contact info will be in the bio. Please reach out. And I hope the best for each and every one of you. Love you guys. You are me. I am you. And all I want to do is help. Thanks, guys.